All right, I assume that by now we have turned from newcomers to experts. So when anyone throws in questions about security, I expect you to have the right answer. But what to do with all the knowledge when you cannot put it into practice, right? And that is why I'm very happy that the KNX Secure Day has the perfect answer to this. With the support of our dearest sponsors, I'm happy to welcome you to the KNX member session, at which we will have a look at the latest KNX Secure devices, which are waiting for you to be integrated in your next projects. Before we dive in, I would like to deliver a big word of appreciation to E-Electron, Anatex Bayern, Gira, Meanwell, Siemens, Tapco, Teven, and Weinziel. Thanks. Not only thanks to your support of the KNX Secure Day, you have tremendously contributed, but foremost by producing the devices which assure the highest security for smart homes and smart buildings. Oh, and I almost forgot. Our sponsors also provided KNX Secure devices which are waiting for you to be won. Stay tuned till the end to learn more about the available devices. All right, let's start with the device presentation in alphabetical order. The first company to present their KNX Secure device is E-Electron. Handing over to the presentation of KNX Data Secure, of the KNX Data Secure device, the Bridge. Let's roll.
Dear all, welcome to KNX Secure Day. My name is Paolo and today will be my pleasure to introduce you to our E-Electron KNX Secure device, codenamed the Bridge. Listening at market trend and customer requirements, we have heard about technology evolution empowers human-centric applications, simpler and cheaper. IP-centric solution becomes more and more requested as a combination of the above. Lower total installation maintenance cost, trend and system as devices, and as installation commissioning. Each vertical impacted consequently portfolio as an integrated solution connected application. Overall trend, implicit evidence, secure building. Challenge especially when solution is connected to World Wide Web. Our new device, the Bridge, fits into our evolving portfolio, contributing to our modular application, user experience and smart building solutions. Let's have a look at the technical details of our new device called the Bridge. We are used to talk about a bridge as a platform versus a device because we have a lot of idea to make it grow day by day. It acts as all-in-one device with special diagnostic features. Let's see what we have inside the Bridge. We have an IP connectivity plus a KNX TP connectivity. It has a built-in KNX power supply capable up to 640 milliamps plus a secondary auxiliary power supply. It has reduced size because it fits in 4 DIN module standard. Have a look at features at KNX TP level. First of all, we have KNX Data Secure on board, but not only, we have also logic blocks inside to make simple logic function like AND or NOT OR, but even more complex algorithm to calculate dew point or set threshold to trigger events. We have on board also our well-known virtual holder application, and we can say that the Bridge can act as a KNX group address broker according to the tunneling IP function. Characteristic at IP level. The Bridge is a KNX IP interface capable of tunneling function. It can count how many times we have a power failure, but it can also monitor KNX power supply about overvoltage or overcurrent. And we have special features built in called online-offline, so it's capable to detect if a device on the trunk is online or offline. Let's see how we can design new project with the advantage of the Bridge. On the left side we have a conventional structure based on an IP backbone and different subline made on TP line coupler plus KNX power supply. On the right we have the IP bridge directly connected to a room or area. But in case we have a budget to be respected, we can also assume that we can use one bridge for more than one room and more than one area. Of course, we can have a mixed solution, taking advantage of the bridge on the main line, but also installing TP line coupler on the subline to extend our TP trunk. Key advantages of zone layout. According to the capability of the bridge to isolate the TP trunk, we can design our solution for just one room and clone for all the other rooms. Another advantage of room layout belongs to the idea that same devices installed in different rooms share the same ETS application programs. This means that in case of a component replacement, we can have a small set of devices pre-commissioned that can be installed even by a not KNX specialist. Let me try to compare conventional or classical floor-based layout against IP connectivity. Usually, when we talk about floor-based connectivity, we are used to think about different kind of bus, KNX bus, IP bus, to transmit audio and video, maybe phone communication, and so on. With IP technology, we can assume to use just one cable to transmit all this kind of information. This is becoming common for any new, renewable, and retrofit spaces. As I told you before, the bridge is part of our journey. Today, we implement KNX Data Secure on the bridge, but for the future, we are looking at new IP services like MQTT or IoT cloud services. It's been a pleasure for me today to introduce you our KNX Data Secure device called the Bridge. Thank you very much for your attention and see you next time.
Thank you very much for the introduction of the Bridge and also for the devices which E-Electron has made available for the raffle. You have the chance to win a very nice device by E-Electron, so stay tuned till the end. Next on the list is German company Anatex Bayern with their device ENA2. This VPN solution comes with a firewall, local area network router, and optimizes KNX installations. Not only are we therefore looking at an outstanding device, we are also looking at one of the prizes that you can win. But who better than Anatex's own CEO to explain, Mr. Michael Schuster. Video play.
Hello, my name is Michael Schuster. I want to give you a brief introduction into this new Anatex ENA security device. It's a security device for KNX, providing you a remote access, providing you a configurable firewall, and providing you a Telegram logging unit. So let us come to the first point. It's the remote access. The remote access is done via VPN connection. That means there's a direct end-to-end encryption for your data. So of course there is no cloud service seeing your data. There's only the normal data transfer, we call it, via a relay server, which enables you the possibility of interacting between IPv4 and IPv6 connections. So the second thing is that you can see here, it's a configurable firewall, so we can provide two different LAN connections. That means that you can separate with a configurable firewall in this device from one, for example, private connection where you have all your private data, or you have a vacuum cleaner which has an IP connection, separated from the KNX basic installation via a real firewall. So this firewall is easy to configure into this front end, which is running on a web server on this device, which, by the way, completely configures the whole device via a modern and easy to use web server and an assistant. And the third point is the SQL database. The SQL database logs all telegrams on the KNX bus, up to 100 million telegrams, into this device. And this device then you can easily read out, for example, with an SQL query, which is also in the web front end for you already easy to use, so that you can, for example, search for a certain telegram on a certain day, or you can also visualize them via charts and via your front end, so you can easily, for example, visualize a temperature. So all these three functions are in this single device, which also provides a programming interface for your KNX installation, and which is, as you can see, on the D-Rail mount, and is completely powered by KNX. So that's a complete solution, and thanks for your attention.
A full solution without the need for any extra power source. A strong device, and lucky you, one device is waiting for you to be won. Right, moving on to the next company called Meanwell. Meanwell is one of the leading producers of power supplies and also a company which you can find at many KNX events. That is why it makes me so happy and proud to also have Meanwell support the KNX Secure Day with a KNX Secure device. But enough from me, let's roll the video.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. Especially for the KNX Secure Day, we will introduce one of the unique LED drivers on the market, our PWM200KM. It has already KNX integrated and supports KNX Secure. So let's go.
Mevo is one of the leading manufacturers of power supplies in the world. Mevo offers standard products that are available off the shelf and providing you the best cost-performance ratio for various types of applications. Originally, Mevo started as a manufacturer of power supplies for the automation and industrial control. Over the years, the product range has been expanded to more than 11,000 different models, covering markets like LED lighting, green energy, IT, telecom, security, transportation, and medical. With this expertise, Mevo brings you now products for the building automation with KNX. As mentioned, the PWM200KN is a unique product series. It's a LED driver with KNX already integrated, so there will be no need to connect any gateway in between. You can drive the LEDs directly and control them through the ETS platform. The PWM200KN is a PWM style output constant voltage driver. It offers you a 2-in-1 solution by combining the features of an LED driver and letting you control the lights without using a gateway in between or a KNX dimming actuator. Security has become a more and more hot topic nowadays. Users would like to avoid a possible intrusion by non-authorized people like hackers. In order to secure the network, KNX Data Secure was launched, preventing any kind of hacker attack in scenarios. On every PWM200 with KNX Secure, you will find a QR code that allows you to set up the product in ETS for first-time installation. If you have an existing KNX installation without secure devices, you could simply update it to a secured installation by just upgrading the components. You don't need to update all the devices as long as you upgrade the components that allow you to close the loop. In ETS, you can also deactivate the KNX Secure function of the PWM200KN so you can configure it just like a traditional KNX device. This driver model also offers exceptionally low dimming levels, reaching a minimum of 0.01%. This can be really a valuable feature in areas where low dimming levels are required, like in cinemas. The output frequency of the PWM200KN is at 4 kHz, which allows you to use the driver safely according to the IEEE 1789-2015 standard of no flicker risk, mitigating the chance of any potential health issues. Over time, the light output of the fixture will drop. With constant light output, the driver enables the user to increase the output power for compensating the lumen reduction. This will remain the intensity over a longer period of time. LED drivers have over temperature protection to ensure the driver shuts down and protects the circuit if the temperature inside the driver becomes too high. With the built-in software, you can adjust the protection temperature according to the different lamp design to ensure safety inside the building. The software contains much more features like monitoring and feedback on the power consumption, operating time statistics, and offers a selection of different curves for various scenarios. The PWM-KN series is a versatile product series for different types of lights. Either you want to control commercial building lights, like in hotels or retail center, or just regular indoor lights at home. The PWM is a reliable product series in any type of network installation. With more than 40 years of experience in manufacturing power supplies, Mevo brings you products for the building automation. The range contains of bus power supplies, interface components, gateways, LED drivers, 4-channel and 8-channel actuators. Recently, the actuators have been updated with KNX Secure. In the LED driver range, there is the PWM200KN with KNX Secure as well. Mevo's focus is not only to provide you the best performance products, but also a high service level, fast delivery, and be a reliable partner. Contact us today to learn about more power solutions offered by Mevo.
The employees at Meanwell are waiting for your call, and a PWM200KN is waiting for you to be won. Right, the next company is no other than the first member itself, Siemens. Siemens is not only known for being the oldest KNX member, but also for its range of KNX devices and solutions. So no surprise that Siemens did not only work on the KNX system extension, but also provides devices which are running on KNX Secure. Without further ado, let's play the video.
Siemens. Ingenuity for life.
And Siemens would not be Siemens if they hadn't something prepared for you. Correct, a flush-mounted actuator which is just waiting to be shipped to you. Right, moving from Siemens to the next company. The next presentation comes from my friend and dearest colleague, Peter Sperlich, who does not only represent the German professionals at Light & Building, but also the company Tapco as the sales manager. Are you ready for the show? Then I would say, Peter, the floor is all yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Peter Sperlich. I'm the international sales manager from Tapco Technologies GmbH. I want to show you around our secure device presentation. Thank you very much. So let's go. Tapco Technology is located in the heart of Bavaria. Our office is in Regensburg in the so-called Gewerbepark. We have 2 floors over there. And one part is administration, development, sales, and logistic, and the other part is the final assembly and testing. On the right-hand side, you see my 2 bosses. It's Klaus Adler and Peter Tomic, the CEOs of the company Tapco Technologies. We are also a test laboratory, and we are also education center. So the first product is the KNX Stack. It's called K-Stack Secure because it has also the secure feature inside. The advantages is it is a small software. It is easy to learn. It has a high hardware flexibility and modularity, and you can have inside the KNX IP, the KNX TP, and the KNX RF, and also the KNX Secure. Tapco Technology is specialized on OEM products also. We have mainly system devices, for example, power supplies, line coupler, IP interfaces, and so on. So you can start with your own product, development, and you can have additionally a very easy entry into the OEM business with us. We have prepared the devices. They are certificated. We just need your manufacturer ID. We changed the application program. We certified it at the KNX Association. Also, you can change the color of the housing. And we have prepared the documentation and the packaging. So it's very easy to start into the OEM business with us. So let's come to KNX Secure. KNX Secure is divided into 2 parts. It's the IP Secure and the Data Secure. We have devices for both of them. I will show you. And the advantage is that no intruder can get into the system when you use IP Secure, for example. The network is secure, and nobody can read the telegrams when the Data Secure is enabled on object basis. So the first device I want to show you is a MacTP Secure. It's a line coupler with a secure feature. So if you switch on the secure feature, the data will securely transmit. The OEM Secure is the interface for IP. It's used for the connection, for example, for ETS laptop or a visualization. So the communication between the KNX network on IP is secure if you switch on this secure feature in the ETS. The next device is the Mac IP Secure. It's a line coupler on IP. If you switch on the secure feature in the ETS, the communication on IP between the lines is encrypted. We have also devices where you can have the data secure inside. This is a TO4 Secure. It has 4 digital and analog inputs, and it has also the possibility to enable an LED for status indication. So now in the ETS, how to find out whether the application is secure or non-secure. You will find a little blue shield in front of the application, so you can put in the secure applications into your projects. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy my little presentation. Sorry that I don't have more time for you. We will see. For any questions, just come back to me.
As a provider of a broad range of KNX Secure devices, it is no surprise that Tapco is also making a KNX Secure device available for you to win, the MEC IP Secure. Right, let's move on to the next company, and the next company definitely won the prize for most effort put in a video. But Theben is not only known for creating good videos, Theben has also a long history in the world of KNX. Therefore, it is just natural that Theben came up with a line of KNX Secure devices. The next video is therefore not to be missed.
Wir haben heute unseren Produktmanager Michael Seile zu Gast. Michael hat uns die neuen KNX Mix 2 Aktoren mitgebracht, KNX Data Secure. Michael, was muss ich mir unter dem Mixen von KNX-Aktoren vorstellen?
Das Prinzip ist ganz einfach. Du hast immer ein Grundmodul, an das du bis zu 2 Erweiterungen anschließen kannst. Dabei bist du völlig frei in der Funktionalität der einzelnen Module.
Wählen Sie ein Grundmodul, zum Beispiel einen Schaltaktor, und schließen Sie daran Ihr erstes Erweiterungsmodul an. In diesem Fall einen DIMM-Aktor. Das zweite Erweiterungsmodul ist hier ein Binäreingang. Aber auch jede andere Kombination aus Grund- und Erweiterungsmodul ist möglich. Mischen Sie Schalt-, DIMM-, Jalousie- und Heizungsaktoren sowie Binäreingänge und stellen Sie Ihre individuelle Kombination für Ihre Anwendung zusammen.
Das heißt, mit KNX Mix 2 Aktoren bin ich flexibler, kann Funktionalitäten mixen. Doch Michael, welche Vorteile habe ich noch, wenn ich KNX Mix 2 Aktoren einsetze?
Das Highlight ist der abnehmbare Busankoppler. Damit kannst du auch eine bestehende Anlage auf den neuen KNX Data Secure Standard bringen. Sollte es einmal nötig sein, ein Gerät auszutauschen, kannst du den alten Busankoppler weiterverwenden und sparst dir damit die komplette Neuprogrammierung.
Ein klarer Pluspunkt also in Sachen Investitionssicherheit. Doch Michael, wie sieht es mit weiteren Vorteilen aus?
Da nur das Grundgerät mit einem Busankoppler ausgestattet ist, reduzieren sich die Kosten für die Erweiterungsgeräte. Das spart KNX Bus-Teilnehmer und somit auch Systemgeräte. Das ist auch im Objektbau wichtig.
Das heißt, wir haben für KNX Mix 2 Aktoren eine ganze Reihe von Vorteilen. Zum einen die Flexibilität. Wir können Funktionalitäten mixen. Zum anderen die Investitionssicherheit, mit der wir Bestandsanlagen auf KNX Data Secure upgraden können. Und zum dritten die geringeren Kosten, was sich eben gerade im Objektbereich auszahlt. Wie sieht es mit dem Thema Sicherheit aus? Die Geräte unterstützen KNX Data Secure.
Also Sicherheit ist ein ganz wichtiges Thema. Unsere Mix 2 Aktoren, die bieten wir an mit dem neuen KNX Data Secure Standard. Damit verschlüssele ich quasi die Kommunikation innerhalb vom Gebäude. Also das heißt, alles, was sich zwischen den Sensoren und den Aktoren abspielt, wird damit verschlüsselt und ist dann sicher. Das ist vor allem ganz wichtig bei öffentlich zugänglichen Gebäuden, wie zum Beispiel Messe- oder Veranstaltungshallen oder Verwaltungsgebäude, Hotels. Stellen Sie sich einfach vor, Sie wären auf einem Konzert oder auf einer Messe und plötzlich wird die Lüftung abgeschaltet. Oder in einem Fabrikgebäude wird während der Produktion das Licht ausgeschaltet, vielleicht sogar während der Nachtschicht. Oder in einem Hotel wird die Zugangskontrolle blockiert. Gerade bei Gebäuden wie Hotels und Veranstaltungsstätten, da ist natürlich auch immer das Thema Imageverlust ein großes Thema, weil unzufriedene Gäste hinterlassen unzufriedene Bewertungen und die wieder zu kompensieren, das braucht viel Zeit. Im ersten Schritt ist es natürlich immer ein großer wirtschaftlicher Schaden, der da entsteht. Viel schlimmer ist es allerdings, wenn dann die Gesundheit von Menschen bedroht ist, wie zum Beispiel, wenn Fluchtwege oder Gefahrenstellen nicht ausreichend beleuchtet sind und deshalb nicht gesehen werden können. Deshalb ist KNX Data Secure ein wichtiger Bestandteil und auch unverzichtbar für eine sichere Gebäudeautomation.
Wichtig ist, dass die gesamte KNX-Anlage Data Secure konzipiert ist.
Zum Thema KNX Data Secure gibt es ein interessantes Webinar, das wir verlinken. Und damit erfüllen die KNX Mix 2 Aktoren alle Wünsche, die man an eine moderne, intelligente und nachhaltige Gebäudeautomation stellt.
Coming to the last contribution of the day. For those who have been visiting the KNX booths at various fairs, then this company is definitely not a company that you've only heard of. It is a company that you know very well. Arthur is doing us the honor to present the KNX Secure solutions by Weinziel.
Welcome to our presentation, Security on its way to mainstream. My name is Arthur Becker and I'm responsible for marketing and sales at the company Weinziel. Weinziel was founded in the year 2001. It's located in Burgkirchen an der Alz. This is in the southeast of Bavaria, and here we develop hardware and software for building automation, mainly KNX, and we are successful since 20 years. KNX Security. We have on the one side KNX Data Security, on the other side KNX IP Security, and both are based on the AES, the Advanced Encryption Standard. The goal of KNX IP Security is to be secure in IP and stay compatible on twisted pair. So typical devices are here interfaces or routers. The goal of KNX Data Security is a full security on KNX media. It's recommended for KNX twisted pair because the access might be accessible for someone who maybe puts the push button from the wall and can access it via the wires. It's strongly recommended for KNX radio frequency or recommended for any KNX devices. A KNX full security protects data within IP network, so routing, protects access to the KNX network, so tunneling, and the data security protects any KNX telegram. KNX security is fully integrated in ETS since the ETS 5. You can use a camera to scan the QR code which is imprinted on the device or type this code for the first commission. After it, the ETS gives the device a new code which is necessary for security. So you have to keep your project safe and don't lose it. Or you have to make a master reset and your project is lost. But why all this effort? Look on this picture, an accident, a car, it has to be repaired. So prevention is better than cure, because it's easier to prevent an accident as to repair this car. The risk on the site for your customers are abuse of installation, might be fooling out with lighting or shutter, a damage of installation, for example in unloading devices, a danger of blackmail. Someone wants money from you because he had got access to your installation, a loss of use for buildings. For example, in the hotel industry, if you can't use this hotel anymore for one day, few days or for weeks, this is a very cost-extensive point. So there are also risks for installers. Troubles with customers. If something don't work like it is expected. Liability of projects. Maybe the installer hasn't told the customer that there is something newer on the market, so KNX security. And in this case, the installer can lose this business. Security in the future. Regulation by authorities are from our side expected in the future. For example, public buildings or in critical infrastructure. Customers will require more security, like I've mentioned before, in the hotel business or for commercial buildings. Security will become a state of the art. For example, mainly in the digital conversation. An example, a good example for it, is the Wi-Fi for WPA security. It was at first an option, then it was as an opportunity, then there is a have to. So if you buy now a Wi-Fi router, the WPA2 security is turned on. You have to turn off it from your side if you don't need it. So turn the threat to opportunity. Some examples from our side: our interface is a 732 for KNX Net IP tunneling with 8 simultaneous connections. Our router, which can it can forward or block telegrams, so routing and tunneling also. Our push button for twisted pair, or the 440, the secure version is also secure, the radio frequency version, and both are with a standard 55mm frame. And our main point, the KNX Compact IO series, will become in the future secure. 3 devices make the start: our 2-fold switching actuator, our switching actuator with 2-fold binary input, and our dimming actuator. And now I say thank you for your attention. Enjoy the KNX Secure Days.
Thank you, Arthur, for the nice presentation and also the switching device package, which we will raffle out. Speaking of raffles and winning, I guess you want to know what you have to do in order to win these great prizes, right? All right then. All you have to do is to lean back and follow us on social media, because all devices will be raffled amongst all KNX Secure Day participants, and the winners will be announced in separate videos, which we will then show on social media. So stay tuned and follow us on social media. Well, and this was the KNX member session. Once again, I would like to thank all the sponsors of this event, again in alphabetical order: E-Electron, Anatex Bayern, Gira, Meanwell, Siemens, Tapco, Theben, and Weinziel. Thank you very, very, very much. Well, and that was the last item of the agenda of the KNX Secure Day. Well, so let's move on to the closing of the event, which has another quiz with another prize waiting for you. Let's move on.